I'm Steve and welcome back to Movie Chats. I'm going to be looking at Marvel's, or shall I say Disney's, new show, Hawkeye. I've finished the series, I've really enjoyed it, and it's hard to believe that the show's the fourth live action Marvel show that we've had this year. It's the fifth if you include in the What If series. Some of these shows are linked to the wider MCU, giving us Easter eggs and whatever, and some are definitely harder to watch than others. With that being said, if you've not seen any of them so far, I'd definitely go back and watch them. It's highly recommended. Okay, let's get into the review. The story's set 1 year after the events of Avengers Endgame. Clint Barton must partner up with Kate Bishop to confront enemies of his past when he was known as the character Ronin. There's a nice little subplot that runs alongside the story where Barton makes a promise to his kids he'll be home for Christmas. Now, with each episode and the story getting more and more involved and entangled, that Christmas return seems less likely every week, and it's interesting to see if he does get there or not. The casting is excellent throughout the show. Hallie Stanfield, who looks like she could be a Marvel character, and she was just waiting for that appropriate role to open up for her. Her character and Kate Bishop works well on screen with Jeremy Renner's Clint Barton. There's no obvious big bad in the show. However, there's lots of little subtle hints throughout the series, and the reveal of Kingpin was handled brilliantly. I like the way they drop smaller and lesser known characters into the show, and not necessarily giving them big parts as well. This gives the studio somewhere to go with them in the future and maybe cross over into other series. I'm not overly bothered about the story about the Watch and the fact that Barton's wife is Agent 19 or Mockingbird either. I know we've had a version of Mockingbird in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and yeah, she was played brilliantly. However, like Black Widow and Captain America, these names are just names. They've had different people hold that title over the past, so I can't see why this is any different. If anything, it opens the door to potential crossovers for the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I just can't wait to see Daisy appear in one of these series. That'll be absolutely brilliant. The show gets a tentative 5 out of 5 from me. It's only tentative because it's building up to give me more Kingpin and a possible return for Daredevil. If it doesn't, I'd be upset. However, I can't really hold it against this show. For casting and pacing purposes, it's been a huge success, and the initial good first impression of additional characters such as Kate and Yelena, they're going to stick with me for a long time, definitely. The show definitely scores a 5 out of 5. Forget the tentative. Initially, I was apprehensive about the Christmas theme, however, it never interfered with the plot, and if anything, it added that extra direction and timing to the show. Unlike other shows so far this year, it's been good with the pacing, and like shows with Falcon and the Winter Soldier, they struggle to keep me engaged at times, where this one never did. This, for me, apart from WandaVision, is the strongest Marvel miniseries I've watched yet. It hands down beats the Falcon and the Winter Soldier and Loki, although Loki did give us Kang, which is going to be the big bad for Phase 4. It's a shame that it's only the Loki so far that they've confirmed there's going to be a second series for, though. So there we have it, ladies and gents. There's my view of Hawkeye, and I can't stress how much I've enjoyed the series, and I hope they do inject some of this formula that they've built in this one into any new series that they do going forward. If I do have to rank them so far, it'll be WandaVision, Hawkeye, Loki, and unfortunately Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I had such high hopes for that, but they did let me down. Now, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to Steve and I when we see those figures and the viewing figures going up. In case you don't know what the subscribe button looks like, it's this one that's here. So you press that one and then you press the bell next to it, and that lets us know when we're going live or when we've got any new content. This video is going to go out on Christmas Day, and I'd just like to take this opportunity to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you all, and thank you for your support as we've started. It feels like it's been a long time since we started in September, and last night's live show was our 20th show, and it means, like I said before, it does mean a lot to Steve and I, and thank you for the support. I've been Steve, you've been watching Movie Chats, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye.